Hello, hello, friends. Getting everything all set up for tonight. Oh, I'm so excited to be back in crafting with y'all. Why is my airplane? What is going on with my iPad? Gotta make sure my internet is working. Hello, hello, everyone. I'm having just a slight issue with my iPad. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. All right, I think I got it. For whatever reason, my iPad forgot my Wi-Fi password, and then I forgot my Wi-Fi password, but I think we are good to go. All right. Let's see, let's get a little bit of light going. All right. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, Jilly and Jen. Hello, friend. And Dawn and Julia. Hello, hello. Oh, this card. I love this card. Thank you so much for noticing, Judy. I love this card so much. I made this card actually in preparation for this live a couple weeks ago. So I've got to kind of get myself reacquainted with how everything got put together, but I'm so excited to remake this with you guys tonight. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. Hello, Kathy. Oh, Jen, this weather up here, I tell ya. I keep on waiting. It's supposed to be tomorrow. So those of you, okay, so I am in the Chicago suburbs, and we are supposed to get this anticipated blizzard tomorrow, and gosh, who knows how many inches of snow. You never know what to believe, but it sounds like a lot of snow is heading our way, and it's supposed to start, I believe, early tomorrow afternoon. So fingers crossed it is not that bad. Fingers crossed that our snow trucks are ready with lots of salt to keep the roads manageable, and that it doesn't affect anybody's holiday weekend. So hello, hello, Carletta. All right. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you all for being here tonight. I am, you know what, maybe I should probably, no, we'll wait a second or two. 5 to 8 inches by me. I think there could be worse, I guess. I don't know. Snow, I'm not really that thrilled about it, but you know. All right, you guys. So, it is our last paper crafting Facebook Live of 2022. I think it's our last overall Facebook Live of 2022 for ThermOWeb. So we are celebrating our Festive Flurries week, and today I am going to be making a thank you card that has the sentiment, "Thanks Snow Much," using these adorable little snowmen from the Set by Newton's Nook designs that I just got a couple weeks ago. It's called hold on, what is it called? Snow Much Cheer. It's called Snow Much Cheer. It's an absolutely adorable set that comes with all of these really cute snowmen. It's actually on clearance right now on their website. I've got it linked through my blog, so if this is something that you guys think is cute, this is definitely a set to grab. And we're going to be using this little snow couple, and I wanted to really focus on a color palette of like a blue-green, purple, and lime green, because I thought it would really work well for winter colors. A little non-traditional, but I knew it would still work. We have a lot of elements to get through with this card. We're doing some hot foiling tonight. We're going to be doing some flock work tonight. Lots of fun layering. I pulled out some pattern paper, so some fun die cuts, a lot of ink blending. So I think we should probably, start tackling things bit by bit. Let's maybe start with some ink blending first. Let's see. Oh, hello, Cindy. If I didn't say hi, Cindy, to you already, because I know that was a little further up, I apologize. Then, dangerous cold temps in Colorado. Kathy, I'm so sorry. Hello, Becca, and hello, Amy. So nice to see you. I know we just talked the other day. You gave me some good tips, and I appreciate you being here today, friend. All right, so let's get into a little bit of ink blending first. So I'm gonna pull my little sign away. We're gonna talk about what we're ink blending. So we have multiple layers of this card that are ink blended. The first, of course, is the snowy black background, which is just a 3-color ombre blend. So we're gonna blend that up first. I also have these little birch trees that we're gonna be doing some ink blending on as well. Just one color, we're gonna use some Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink. And then I also have some of our white Latte flock that I'm also going to be ink blending as well, using some of the color that's in the background. So I think we're just going to get into the ink blending first, get those elements ready, particularly because I do want to make sure that my background is going to be nice and dry when I'm going to be doing some hot foiling. So let's go ahead, we're going to set this off to the side. And let me grab my Bristol Smooth cardstock. Now I am using a couple different types of paper today, and the first one that I'm using is my Bristol. I used a little B indicator that I wrote with pen just to make sure I knew what I was working with. And we're gonna just do some ink blending. Oh, hello, Julissa. So let's go ahead, let's start with some shaded lilac on the top. And we're just gonna add a nice layer of this. I really love when I'm able to combine my ink blending with my foiling and my flocking, because I really feel like it gives an extra oomph to my project. So I'm happy that I'm going to be able to show you guys some hints and tips with that tonight. All right, let's move on to some Salvaged Patina. And this is going to be the color that I use for my little snow hills. All right, so we're going ahead, getting that all ready. And I am using, like I said, Distress Oxide inks on top of Bristol Smooth Blending cardstock. I found that my oxides blend like butter on it, so I do particularly love that. Hello, Shemaine. I hope you're having a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I just kind of go back and forth a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna go into my next color, which is Twisted Citron. And this is going to be on the bottom. Whenever I say on the bottom, I always think of The Devil Wears Prada, where there's one line where Andy Sachs is like, how do you spell Gabbana? And then she gets hung up on. Makes me cackle. All right, let's grab one of my acrylic blocks so I can start protecting my fingers and, most importantly, the background. Going back with that Salvaged Patina. Oh, you're in a drive-through. Ugh, we're gonna try and grab dinner after my live tonight. Always that late dinner rush is always so interesting. All right. And I am leaving a little bit of white on the bottom, which honestly is totally fine. It's gonna get covered anyways. Oh, thank you so much, Melanie. And I know, Julia, you and me both love that movie. It's one of me and my husband's absolute favorites. It's just so good. It's too good. All right, so we've got our background, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use a little bit of water, and we're gonna splatter it on my background. And this is just to give it a little bit of those bleach spots. And of course, I've got my microfiber cloth, so we can go ahead and pick it up. All right, and then you get those nice spots. Plus, I always feel like these bleach spots are absolutely perfect for snow. So, all right, so this is basically done. So we can take this, we can set this off to the side for now. But let's also get into, let's do our little birch trees. This will just be a little bit of time to do this. Hello, Lauren. Oh, Julissa, I'm glad you like it too. All right, and I wanna make sure with these that I have these lined up so that I'm ink blending the same side of each one. Perfect. So it's gonna be like, we're gonna do on this side, this side, this side. All right, a little bit of talking to myself, but my hint and tip whenever I have a friend who asks how I do Facebook Lives is always basically just feel comfortable talking to yourself. All right, so we're going in, this is some Hickory Smoke, just to add a little bit of distress to these birch trees. You know, with those white birch trees, when you look at them, there is there's like gray with it. There's like a little bit of brown and a little bit of gray. And I thought that the gray would work better for me than the brown would, given the color palette that we're going for. All right. All right. This one's nice and blended. Just gives it that little extra something. I haven't been using my blending brushes a lot lately, so I feel like I have to get a little reacquainted to them, especially these smaller ones. That's okay. I've been using a lot of my foam blenders lately. But I do love these little Gina K ones. All right, so we've got this one is all blended. Hello, happy holidays, Nicole. Thanks for stopping by. And Lori, better late than never. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I agree, Dawn. It just gives it that little extra bit of dimension that really takes your projects to the next level. I am a huge proponent of distressing your edges of any sort of die cuts. Just to give it that sort of ombre look, it totally transforms an image. Now, also too, y'all, we are doing a giveaway tonight, but we are doing it a little bit differently than usual. So I'm going to give you a little bit more details on how we're doing our giveaway tonight, closer to the end of tonight's live. So, I mean, of course, if you're watching, still participate, ask questions. I love chit-chatting with you, but I do have kind of a qualifying question at the end of tonight's live that I'll be asking, and we're going to select a winner from that. All right, let's do a little bit of cleanup. All right, and then let's move on to our die-cut white latte flock snow mounds. And I do have these two hills that have already been die-cut. I actually used two die cuts because I wanted to make sure they were the same size. I used just a standard rectangle die cut. I have the infinity die cuts from Hero Arts to get my general shape and length. But for the hill sort of effect with the stitching, I did have some Lawn Fawn dies that I had used for that. And that came in handy in making these little hills. So let's go ahead, grab our Salvaged Patina. We're just gonna go in and ink up the bottom. And it's really gonna help give an icy look to the snow. And it's also going to kind of call back to the colors that I used when I colored up my snow people. All right, just like that. Trying to be nice and gentle. Perfect. All right, and then let's make sure, just kind of making sure my foam is nice and clean. Because sometimes when you do this blending, it can pick up colors that are already on your mat. That's okay. All right, and you guys, I was out of town for a little bit, and this is actually the first card that I've made since I've been home, so I feel like I'm kind of getting back into the groove of things. All right. Perfect. All right, now, another thing that I love about snow is I love it when it sparkles. So I thought, why don't we add a little bit of snow sparkle today? So let's see. I've got a piece of paper already in my splatter box. I agree, it's definitely a good color for snow. All right, so I'm going to lay these in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead, I am going to grab my silver glitter dust spray. Now, a little bit of forewarning, our silver color of our glitter dust spray is currently out of stock on the ThermOWeb website. The gold color is the only color of the three that is currently in stock. However, if you guys go ahead and check out Amazon as well, our silver glitter dust spray is in stock on Amazon. So be certain if this is a color that you need immediately, this would be a great way to get it. Otherwise, you could just wait until it comes back in stock on the website. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spray. Oh, I already love it. All right. This glitter dust is wonderful. Another thing you guys could do, and I know that they are in stock on the website, is I was kind of thinking of like, well, what other glitter products do we have that would really work for this? And it would give you a little bit of a different effect, but what you could do is you could use our Glitz glitter gels, either the white or the iridescent. Let me see, I'll flip them over so you guys can see it. And you could use like a little tool or even your fingers to kind of pull some glitter along your hillside. So that would be really fun as well. So keep that in mind if you have them on hand or are looking for something that you can use immediately. Those Glitz gels could absolutely work with that. They don't have to just be used for a stencil. Absolutely not. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna set these off to the side so they can dry. And let's do a little bit of cleanup and catch up on some comments. Oh, thank you so much, Scott. I love blending with the flock, especially the white flock. The white flock is definitely my favorite, just because for the sole purpose that I can turn it into any color I want. So absolutely. We have lots of sparkly snow in Nebraska right now. Oh, well, I hope everyone is staying safe out there. I know that snow can sometimes bring some hazardous road conditions, and that's never fun. But I feel like those of us in the Midwest, you know, because like I'm in Illinois, Dawn, so like those of us in the Midwest kind of know what we got to do for like driving through snow. It's when you get to some other more southern states when the snow isn't as prominent that it feels like a little bit more scary. It's always scary, but I feel a little prepped because I've been through it before. All right. Oh, you guys love the silver? You guys are so sweet. All right. So what I'm going ahead and doing next is I am preheating my glimmer plate. And let's see, I wonder if I could zoom out just a wee bit. Hold on one second, you guys. So I'd like a little bit of a larger workstation. There we go. That should work a little better. Just so you can see a little bit more. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually gonna start building my little elements that I am using my hot plates for. And we're gonna start by using a solid hot foil plate. And this is by PinkFresh Studio. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna lay it on here, wait for this to get warmed up. Now we are going to be using two different hot foils today. We're gonna be using the purple and the silver. So these are going to be absolutely fantastic colors for us to use. It's really gonna play a great role into the color palette. And I do apologize, I did misspeak. This is our violet color. And then the other one is, it's just called silver. So we're using violet and silver today, and we're letting our hot foil plate get all ready to go. What else? What can we talk about while everything is preheating? What we could do right now is I could let you guys know, don't forget, we still do have a December challenge going on. It is our Winter Holiday Magic challenge. We have an album dedicated to the challenge, and both paper and fabric projects are able to be entered and considered to win. So be sure you guys are entering those projects before the end of the month, and then we will pull a winner after the end of the day on the 31st, probably sometime on New Year's Day or the day after. We'll get it all posted for you guys, because I know the ThermOWeb offices will be closed for the holidays coming up. So absolutely. All right. Glitter, no snow. Oh, I agree. Oh, and Jalissa, snow days. Oh, I would love a snow day. Charmaine doesn't get snow days in Southern California, but she wishes we did. I do miss my snow days. All right, so we're gonna put these off to the side. I can feel this starting to heat up a little bit, which is good news. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm using. I know it's off to the side, but I do have this solid plate that we're using. And I'm going to be using it two different ways for this card. The first way is, if you guys noticed, I do have this background sort of frame that's our silver hot foil. We're going to be using that for this project, and I'm going to just use it as a solid transfer, but I'm also going to show how you guys can use your die cuts with the solid hot foil plate as well. So that always helps as well. I'll give you guys a little bit of a hint and tip how to use it that way. Let's see, I'm waiting for this to show that the platform is ready. So let me know, have any of you guys tried our new hot foils yet from the Deco foil line? I'd love to hear if you guys have tried them yet, or if you're planning on trying them. I always love knowing who's using them, what your favorite colors are. just drop your comments below if you're in love with these hot foils as much as me. Always love hearing from you guys about that. All right. And now when you do use these solid plates, it is important because you're heating up quite the surface. You want to give it a nice period of time that it's going to be warming up. So that's why I'm still waiting. It's saying the power's on. I'm still waiting for my platform to be ready. And then once it's ready, I'll be able to get everything situated by selecting my timer and transferring it over. Oh, Dawn, I agree. The violet is really great in person. It's a beautiful color. I've got my swatches out and I was just kind of looking at them earlier. I love it with the white, but I also love it that you can also see it on the black as well. And I love that I made these swatches. It makes it super fun. I have them wrapped up parcel from the, so Melanie, does that mean that you're going to have them like to open for the upcoming holiday, or does that just mean you haven't gotten to opening them yet? Either way, it sounds like a lot of fun. Oh, Lori, Glimmer Hot Foil Machine killing me. I know it's a whole new collection of goods. Dodged for a long time, but I'm weakening. I know. There's a lot of great hot foil products that are getting entered into the market too, and I'm starting to find that a lot of them don't really have alternatives. So I'm definitely enjoying partaking in these as well. Oh, Shemaine, thank you. Yes, the swatches work so well, and it just gives you a great idea for what colors to look for using, and it gives you some ways to compare what they look like against different colors of paper. So lots of fun. Christmas morning with the Glimmer Machine. How wonderful. Dawn, will I swatch yours too? You know what? If we ever have a crafting date, Dawn, I would be happy to swatch a hot foil book for you. Absolutely. So, all right, I'm still waiting for this to warm up. As you can see, we've got our red power light on, but I have to wait for this platform ready to go on, and then I'm gonna have to hit a timer. So I just wanna make sure, let's see, I wanna make sure that there's nothing else that I can do right now just to bide the time. I could talk to you a little bit more though about the card. There we got our green light, so I can hit that timer button. And that's just gonna make sure that it's all preheated and ready to go. But I also have this fantastic pattern paper that really helps pull the card together too. This is from the Showtime Paper Pack by Kindred Stamps. I can show you a little bit of a closer look at the paper pack. We're gonna be using this purple striped pattern, and it's a really great pattern to be using. I love this paper pack, and I really feel like the colors are gonna work well for our card today. So let's go ahead, let's trim some silver. So I'm gonna go ahead and I do have an A2 sized panel ready. And let me get my trimmer. And I do want to let you know some of these the solid hot foil plates that I'm using today can be a little difficult to get the hang of, just because you're going to see some areas that are not going to fully transfer over. For me and for the project today, that's okay. I think the word that I was looking for was delicate. But we're going to go ahead, let's see. I also read before that you're supposed to trim the corners. I don't have a reason why I'm supposed to do that, but I read about it. All right. So let's go ahead. I've got my plates. Put these. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the foil on like that, and then we're gonna put the paper on like that. And then what I want to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper, just copy paper, so I don't accidentally foil my plates. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll process this through. All right. All right, I'll go back. I did get a little bit of overfoil, so I'm glad that I used this to protect my paper. And then let's go ahead and peel. All right. Isn't that just gorgeous, you guys? Look, just my own foil cardstock. I've got that beautiful shimmer to it. Ugh. Sell swatch books. That's a great idea, Lori. And I know that there's a little bit that didn't get foiled, but I think we're going to be able to work with that just fine. So I'm not terribly concerned. Let's see. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a problem, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. All right, so we've got that ready. Next, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you guys how to use it with your die cuts. So I do have this Thanks die cut that we're going to be using with our violet Deco foil. So let's go ahead, cut a little bit of a piece off. Let's see. Cut like that. Perfect. Let's shorten it up a bit. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put my Thanks word die on there and hit my timer. And let's go ahead and tape this back up. All right, let me see, make sure I'm not missing any comments. I agree, Jen, the reveal is super satisfying. It was almost a mirror, Julissa. It's beautiful. I'm a little peeved that I have this white part, but I will figure out a way to make it work. I'm not too worried. All right, let's go ahead, get this part ready. Let's see, maybe I can push it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, come on. All right, our timer says we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on, put our plates into place, and we'll go ahead and process it through. So as you guys can see, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna peel off our foil. It kind of stuck to my paper, but that's okay. And I've die cut my word. So as you can see, I've die cut my Thanks word. That's gonna be for our sentiment, and I can set that aside for later. I can actually save this for later too, and I can use that with my plate. All right. Next, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna move this off. All right, you know what? Where's my magnet? I've learned that the tool for some of these machines is not that great with the bigger plates. So I have a Misty magnet. I just kind of use that. So we're going to use our Misty magnet. All right. Now what we're going to be using next is our Snowflake background hot foil plate, and this is by Fawn. So I'm going to get this ready. But I'm actually going to set up a little bit of a hinge mechanism by using my Pixie Tape so I can hinge it with my panel. And what I mean by that is I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to use my Pixie Tape to do that. And then, all right, let's see. Oh, my desk is not big enough for a lot of things. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll go in with a little bit more of this silver hot foil. Let's see, make sure it's about 5.5 inches long. Perfect. And then I am going to open my hinge. And let's see. Trying to make sure I'm doing this the right way. It goes plate, and then, yes, I am doing this the right way. And of course, my hinge came undone. That's okay. So we're gonna do this, the hinge, there we go. Do the Glimmer hot foil hot plates ever go on sale? I'm sure you can find them on sale eventually, Lori. I don't really know particularly, but I'm sure if you did a search, you can find them. I know multiple retailers sell the hot plates, and there's different systems out there, so I'm sure you can grab them on sale eventually. And hello, Candy. Lori says get tongs to pick up. That's a really good idea. Is any craft desk big enough? No, never. And then I forgot to hit my timer button. That's okay. So, all right, so we're waiting on that. While we're waiting on that, though, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna get my die cut ready for its vellum piece. And I am using the Tape Runner XL because I get a little iffy with vellum. It's a very delicate material, and I wanted to make sure I didn't have any glue bits. So I'm using my Tape Runner XL, and that's how I'm gonna adhere my die cut to my vellum. I'm just gonna kind of line it up, and then push it into place. And I'll come back to that later, but I've got this really nice Thanks die cut all ready to go. That's what I'm always worried about when foiling, like it's going to move and mess up my background. I'm going to pout like a baby. I know. Is there a magnet that comes with the machine to pick up the hot foil plate? There is. It's this. And basically if you like put your hand down, it like demagnetizes it, releasing it allows you to pick it up. But just with the heavier plates, it doesn't have a great grip with. So, all right, let's go ahead, put our plate on and process. All right, just do a little bit of clean off. Put my plate off to the side. As you can see, I have this really pretty background. I'm just gonna figure out how I'm gonna get this. All right, come on, let's go. It is really pretty. Yes, Lauren, I'm wearing a Haunted Mansion Spirit jersey tonight. You have very good eyes. But yes, I am wearing a Haunted Mansion Spirit jersey. It's always Halloween to me. But yes, isn't this just gorgeous? I love all of the colors going on. I love how that silver pops. It's just beautiful. All right, save my scrap for later. Now we've got some just regular die cutting to do. So let's go ahead. I would like to die cut this panel down. We're gonna do that with this die, and that's how it's gonna work the way that I need it to. All right. So go ahead and process. And this is just so all my layering works the way that I want it to. All right, so we've got our little snowflake layer. Perfect. $18 cans of glitter dust spray on Amazon. Oh, Dawn, you're a hero. Thank you. And that's also a great point, is to make sure to check out the sales section of the companies that make the plates, because some of them may be on sale right now. Oh, Lauren, this is Shaded Lilac, Salvaged Patina, and Twisted Citron. Just 3 colors, and it's super pretty. I'm glad you think so too. And hi, Barb. Oh, it really would make a really pretty gift tag, Dawn. That's a great idea. All right, so let's go ahead next, and we're going to, with that silver panel, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna die cut this. And let's see what I can do. I wanna try to get it as far into the corner as I can so I can salvage as much as I can. Okay, and then also just, if you guys can see or hear me, if you can drop a quick comment to say hello, to say that you're here. I know Jilly's saying that she's having difficulty seeing. Wanted to make sure there's no issues. I can still see it on my end, okay. Let's go ahead and die cut this, or my little mirror piece. Hello, Judy. All right, and Candy's here. All right, I think we're okay. So let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? This is pretty good. I can't complain too much about this. Except I taped on that, but that's okay. All right, so I've got that ready to go. No problems. All right, you guys are wonderful. All right, Jilly, it might be something with your personal device. I know a lot of people are saying that they're hearing me and seeing me okay, so I don't know if it's maybe something with your particular item. All right, let's get into making some of our layers. So I'm gonna grab my snow hills, and we're gonna go ahead, and let me see, I wanna make sure I got them in the order I want. I think it's like this. All right, so we're gonna adhere this snow first. It could be a Facebook issue. Okay, it could be that too. I'm so sorry, you guys. All right, so we're gonna adhere one layer. And then we're also going to adhere our second layer of snow as well. Well, I hope the snow isn't affecting it. I haven't had an issue yet, so it might just be, oh, I'm so sorry. It seems like it's hot and cold. All right, so we're gonna layer that second bit of snow. But what we're also going to do is I'm gonna grab some of these die cuts and we're going to nestle them in between these layers. So I'm gonna take the big one, put it into place. And then I'm gonna take the middle one and glue that, put that into place, just so they're like in between these layers. And then make sure they're straight up and down as I can get them. All right. What are the dies I'm using for the hill? They are stitched Hillside dies from Lawn Fawn. And I just kind of played around with the effects that you get when you die cut them. So that's what I used, and I die cut them in advance with the same rectangle die used for this area as well, just so they were both the same length. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead, let's make sure we'll push this down. I'm gonna take my scissors and cut my trees. Trim the trees. All right, perfect. And then what I'm gonna do next is, just because I wanna use a dry adhesive, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Tape Runner XL. And we're going to put this layer directly on top. All right, just like that. And yes, Julie, I'm so sorry to hear that you're having some issues. And I know a couple other people have said they are as well. So I'm sorry to hear that. I know technology stuff is never fun, but yes, the replay will be available for later. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Julie. And I know, Lauren, the sky is just so pretty. All right, so then I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna grab that Showtime paper, and I'm gonna use my dry adhesive for this as well, the Tape Runner XL. And we're gonna put that into place. All right. So we've got our background ready to go. And okay, so we've got our word die. Oh, there was one other, there it is, okay. So now what we're gonna go ahead and do is I've got some foam tape for our little snow people. Our little snow couple, they're so cute. All right. Do one piece right there. Get these cuties all nice and adhered. Put them in the corner down here, just like that, because I like how they fit down there. And then what I'm gonna do next is for my word die cut. It is a really good thickness, Lauren, I agree. So let's pick up our die cut. I agree too, Jalissa, about the frame. It was just like the necessary little piece just to add a little oomph to the project, you know? I always look for the oomph factor. All right, so now what I'm doing with my liquid adhesive is I'm going to try and very lightly put some where the die cut is. Because vellum is such a delicate material, if you put too much adhesive on and it goes beyond where the word die cut is, it's gonna make like a wet mark that you're gonna be able to see, and it's not very pretty. I mean, unless that's the look you're going for, then I'm sure it's gorgeous. I'm trying to add just very light bits. All right. All right, so we're gonna do things like right there. That's pretty good, y'all. And let's see, do I have let's grab a block to help adhere it. I always like to use blocks for pressure. Oh, Dawn, I love the vellum layer too. So a little bit about the die cut that I used. It's just a thanks word die cut. It's by Kindred Stamps. And what I love what Kindred does, but actually a lot of companies do this too, is they offer an outline die for your words, and it really helps your die cut words pop. So that's why I wanted to use this. The vellum just acts like a really nice layer for this, just to kind of frame that word, make it nice and pretty. And then also to finish off our sentiment, I have the word snow much. I want to use that. I think I cut it too thick. All right. But yes, I love vellum layers with my word die cuts. All right. I've got my sentiment. And I left a little bit of a gap because it's going to go over one of the trees. All right, Of course, they're little itty-bitty bits. All right, so we're gonna put that like right there. So it says, thanks so much. So cute. All right, let's make sure I'm not missing any good comments. They're all good comments. The vellum does give it a frosty look. That's so true, Jen. And Dros, I agree too. I like that they're a little off frame. They're still in the scene, but they're super cute in there. It adds a really fun layering effect. All right. So let's go ahead. Let me see if I can get this a little closer for you guys. Just a little bit. All right. Perfect. Yeah. There we go. All right, now we just got to finish up with a couple little embellishments and adhering our unit to a card base. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna put some, I've got some iridescent beads from Studio Katia. I love my Studio Katia embellishments. They're just one of my favorites. So let's do our big one right there because I have a little spot that I want to cover up. And then we'll do the medium one over here and a small one right there. And then we're gonna do it in the opposite corner as well. So we're gonna do like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. All right, you guys, we'll get this on a card base. And now let's talk about what our giveaway is tonight. So we wanted to do something a little different. And we wanted to ask you just to kind of, as a recap for the year, aside from tonight, to enter today's giveaway, we want to know what your favorite Facebook Live was that we did this year. So try not to use tonight, but if you guys could let us know what favorite Facebook Live you had, maybe there was a favorite technique or a favorite card or a favorite new product that came out. We had some amazing releases this year. Oh my goodness. We released our adhesive transfer designs and our hot foil being brand new products. Our Pixie Tape got released and our Pixie Dots to join the Pixie Spray. So that was really fantastic. That's a great one too. We had a lot of adhesive transfer designs come out. We had some great collaborations with them, with our friends at Brutus Monroe and Gina K and Unity. Oh, I love those. Cindy loved the Halloween card with flocking. Oh, flock holds such a special place in my heart, so I'm glad you like it too, Cindy. All right. All right, you guys. So while you're all commenting about what your favorite Facebook Live was from this year, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys our 2 cards. This is the one that I made in advance. This is the one that we made tonight. They're pretty darn close. I always like to compare that too, you know. I had a little bit of a mishaps with some of the hot foiling, mostly because of my tape usage, and that's okay. But otherwise, I have 2 perfectly adorable thank you cards. And I already have an idea where one of them is going. So I'm super excited to send that one out. And I have a little bead under there that's causing a little bit of unevenness. So Cindy loved the Halloween cards with flocking. Julie loved she loves adhesive transfers. Nancy loved learning how to cold foil transfer. That really is a great technique. Jalissa said she loves when I made the cute yellow sun with the white flock. Oh, I love that little sun, and I used some of the adhesive transfers in that one as well. That was a great one, Julissa. Oh my God, why do I call you Julie? I'm so sorry. And Melissa says it would actually have to be this one since it was your first. You know what, Melissa? I will let that one slide, and thank you for being here tonight. Rose loves the adhesive transfers. Carletta says the one where you showed us all the foil swatches, which I have right here off to the side. I'm glad you love that. I had so much fun making these swatches, so I'm glad that was one of your favorites for this year. So, all right. Judy only watched tonight, and the last one before she's getting into foiling. She loves the solid plate I used. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Judy. Barb says her favorite is the foiling release. And then Natasha says their first time joining. Dawn says the Oh Nuts card was my favorite. You know what, Dawn? That Nutcracker card was one of my absolute favorite cards I made this year. These two might be my favorite ThermOWeb cards. This one and the Nutcracker one are some of my absolute favorites from the year. And I love the hot foil with this, with the snowflakes, and oh, so super, super pretty. So, all right, you guys. So, the one with Justin. Oh, Dawn, you're so sweet. And then Jen liked the popcorn card. Nicole loves adhesive transfers. That is a great release. And hey, stay tuned. You never know what's coming next year. Maybe there's more coming down the pipeline. And then, oh, Kathy loves when we use foiling. Oh, you guys are so, so sweet. Lauren, does all of them count? Oh, you're so kind. Thank you, guys. Lori loved tonight's, but she loves flocking. Really loved all of them. The Nutcracker was amazing. That was a fun one. I know I talked about that one, but that really was a fun one. It was a fun design. And then Kay says, foiling is like removing the plastic from an electronic. Okay. Well, all right, you guys, we'll do a little bit of a recap for everything that we did tonight. I know that Julia is going to pick a winner soon, but let's just go over what we used tonight. So we did a little bit of hot foiling on a blended up background. We used our distress oxides and then used our silver hot foil with one of the Lawn Fawn snowflake background plates. And we used that one to get this really fun snowflake design. We added some trees, of course. We used our white latte flock in order to get our snowy hills as well, which we had ink blended. We also used a solid hot foil plate to get the silver frame around our card panel, and then also the thanks word die as well. So that was with the violet new hot foil. So all right, on top of that, we also layered it with some patterned paper. We used this really cute snowman set from Newton's Nook Designs for the Snow Much Cheer, which is also where my Snow Much sentiment came from as well. So we had a lot of fun tonight. We used a lot of great adhesives. I know you guys saw me use my Pixie Tape. You saw me use some UltraBond adhesive. So lots and lots of fun. And oh, Scott, you're so kind. Thank you so, so much. Dawn says, yes, like peeling back the protective plastic layer, you're right. That's so true. Okay, I get where you're coming from now. Absolutely. When you got to like peel the protective screen off of something when you just get a new device. Absolutely. Oh, you guys are so, so sweet. I'm so glad that you guys love the lives. I love doing them. And I'm just going to be honest. We do a lot of work just to make sure that everything goes well with the lives. And I'm now noticing that one of my beads are missing. So I'm going to multitask and put that on and talk at the same time. So it means a lot knowing that you guys enjoy them. I love doing them. We have plans for more fun lives coming next year. I promise there's going to be a lot of fun going on with those. Yeah, so as long as you guys still love them and still being here, I'm going to be here doing them with you, and I'm super excited for that. All right, and we have a winner tonight. Our winner for tonight's Facebook Live is Melanie Harvey Kuzik, and if I mispronounced that, I'm very sorry, but congratulations, Melanie. You are the winner of tonight's $25 ThermOWeb gift card. So, Melanie, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I am going to send you a Facebook message after tonight's live. I'm just going to ask a couple questions to get some information from you. And then I'll forward that on to ThermOWeb so we can get you your gift card and so you can get a little bit of shop on. It's always fun to get a little bit of extra shopping on for yourself around the holidays. So, oh my goodness, you guys are all so, so sweet. What a great live to close out the end of our year. It's been an absolutely fantastic year here at ThermOWeb, and we're not done yet. We have another amazing themed week coming your way. And I know the theme weeks aren't stopping once 2023 begins. So we're going to have a lot of fun with those. And if you guys ever have suggestions for anything that you want to see for a future Facebook Live, maybe for a potential theme week, maybe a way that you guys want to get involved in the fan club with a challenge or something that sounds fun to you, always feel free to let us know. We love hearing your feedback or any suggestions of things that you might want to see in the future, because we just want to sit here and have fun together. So thank you all so, so very much for being here tonight. Thank you. Oh my gosh, we're just going to go through and we're going to thank a bunch of people. We're going to say thank you, Melanie, for being here and congrats on your win. Thank you, Lauren, Julissa, Shumaine, and thank you, Candy. And oh my gosh, always thank you, Dawn. You're always so helpful. Dawn and Julia, I love doing these lives so much because I have your help. So you guys are absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Dawn, for being here, and Kathy, Carletta, Cindy, you're looking forward to the lives. I'm looking forward to seeing you here for them. So thank you so much, Cindy. Jen, thank you for your kind words, and thanks for being here tonight, friend. Make sure to stay nice and warm and safe with all the snow that's coming in. Thank you, Barb and Lori and Terry. Thank you, Julie. I know I said thank you to Julia already, but Julia and Don always receive multiple rounds of applause from me because you guys make these lives possible. So thank you all so much for your help, and thank you all so much for being here. As always, this Facebook Live will be uploaded to our YouTube page within the next couple days. It might take an extra day or two just with the holidays coming up, but it will be there, I promise. You can catch a replay if there was any tips or tricks you wanted to see along the way. Once again, my name is Justin Adkins. I am one of the Facebook moderators for our ThermOWeb craft room group and a member of the ThermOWeb paper education team. If I don't get a chance to speak to you guys before the end of the week or the end of next week, I wanted to wish a very happy holiday for all of you who are celebrating, and a very happy and healthy 2023 from myself, and I know everyone at ThermOWeb wishes you the same. Thank you all so very much for being here. Happy holidays, and I look forward to crafting together with you in the new year. All right, goodbye.